Hi guys, welcome to Latitude Talent Studios. My name is Sophia Gutchinov and I am here to talk to you about a lot of things acting and modeling industry. So first we're going to start with, what is auditioning actually like to be when you are an actor and a model? What is auditioning actually like as an actor and a model, right? Let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. Try to adjust this. Is this better? This is good, right? It's good, you can see me? Great. All right, I am starting a little later than normal. I had a little emergency. My bike gear kind of went haywire today for no apparent reason, so I need to get a different part. But I'm still here and I'm in one piece, and that is what counts, okay? Thank God. So, if you guys have any questions about the webinar or for me as a working actor and model, let me know. Put it in the chat as soon as possible, and I will be sure to answer before the end of our call. We are live here at Latitude Talent Studios here in New York City in the theater district. Very happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. I really squeezed this one in because on Friday, today's Monday, I will be going to Italy and I will be traveling. First, I'll be going for a writing program with my artistic residency with La Mama Experimental Theater Club, doing the writing program in Italy outside of Rome in a place called Umbria with La Mama at La Mama Umbria for 10 days. And then I'm gonna travel and I'm gonna go to Egypt, Italy, Czech Republic, Portugal, Netherlands, and Paris. So yeah, I'll be gone for 6 weeks, guys. So today is the day to ask your questions. If you have questions, please ask them as soon as possible. Thank you. But yeah, let's get started. So, what I wanted to tell you was I'm really excited because I'm going for my art. Like, oh, you're gonna miss me? I'll miss you guys too. I'll be back in August 1st I land. Yeah, I'm excited. And the reason why I'm bringing it up, because I'm working really hard on my art and my acting, my modeling, and it literally is allowing me to go abroad. And this is actually the third time I'm going abroad for my career. It was just upstate, but it felt like it was upstate, abroad, because it was so different than the city. And my other time, I did an apprenticeship for theater. And this time I'm doing my writing. So who knows what's coming up in my career. That's what's cool about this career, is you never know what's gonna happen. You literally are just in real time taking everything in, and it's really awesome to just like be here with that. So let me just tell you about what it is to be like an actor and model. I don't know if this is gonna be too long a webinar because a lot of things I'm saying I've already said in other webinars, but you know, honestly, there's so much of this industry that like you learn as you go, and as you learn, you think things are still repeating. That's because they are. Like, you're still always supposed to be your authentic self. You're still supposed to pursue your own dreams. You're supposed to take care of your mental health and make sure you're okay. Sure. So you're asking questions about how Latitude Talent Agency runs. Those are questions for Latitude admin. So if you want to DM at Latitude or email them, you can totally ask that. Thank you guys so much. How hard is it to get into modeling? I don't know how hard it was. I don't know how to answer that, but I'll try. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm gonna talk about a few different things. First, I'll talk about what is auditioning really like as an actor and model. So people think of acting and modeling very glamorously, right? They think about the red carpet. They think about people just running lines and having fun and being in front of a camera, wearing makeup and looking pretty. But honestly, you guys are not gonna like to hear this, but I'm gonna be really honest. I'm always honest with you guys. Auditioning is your career. Like, as an actor and a model, your career is auditioning. You work less than you audition most of the time until you get to a point of your career where hopefully you don't have to audition anymore, but still bigwigs have to audition. Like Robert De Niro, maybe he doesn't audition anymore, but Margot Robbie might still audition. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, there's an example. I don't know what jobs you guys have now, but if you could just close your eyes and imagine for a second, what is it like to go on a job interview? You gotta get a resume. You gotta maybe have a headshot nowadays. You wanna look nice. You wanna get there on time. You wanna show up. You wanna be well groomed. You either wanna put on some lipstick if you wear lipstick, or have your hair nice, or you know, be your best self. You want to show up like presentable, mentally always there. So now imagine yourself going on job interviews every single day for the rest of your life, all the time. That's what it's like, guys. That is what it's like. It is like going on a constant job interview every day of your life. And no, it does not get easier. It does not get easier. It does become more manageable in how you have a rhythm. For me, I have a rhythm. I audition all the time. I know what I'm doing. I know who I'm presenting in front of. I know who I am, which is very, very important. I do the self-work. I am self-assured. I know who I am. So when I come in front of a room, in front of people, whether that's a self-tape, online audition on Zoom, whether that's me submitting something and sending it in and me not being in person, yeah, self-tape will explain that to you. It's an audition online at home. Or that's me going on a go-see for modeling, or that's me being in person reading sides, you know, scripts, or doing a monologue. And that takes time. Like, that did not happen overnight. I have been grinding. I work so hard. Like, nobody understands how much work I put into my career unless you were literally living in my shoes. But people who are actually working and making legit money from this industry, and who are doing this industry more time than they're doing their side gigs and are actually artistically fulfilled, they work so hard. And there's this podcast we like to listen to named Audrey Helps Actors, and it's very you know, helpful if you guys want to listen to it. It's a little more advanced if you're getting into it. She talks a lot about terms you might not know if you are new, but she talks about how this industry is like the Olympics, and people don't see it like that until they pursue it for real. No, I'm not Colombian. People think that all the time. It's so funny. I'm mixed. And yeah, so like, it's crazy. You have to compete at a level where you're literally training. Like, thing about being an actor and model is you are your industry. You are your product, right? I always say this. You're your product. You're the stapler that's being sold. So if you're not doing your own work on yourself, then nobody's going to want to buy your product. If you are designing a brand new sneaker for Nike and the sneaker looks crazy, why am I going to want to buy it? Crazy in a bad way. The sneaker's not upheld. It's not kept up with. It's not new looking. It looks like someone used it. It looks like it's having a bad day. It looks like it can't remember things. I'm not going to want to buy those sneakers. So as an actor and a model, you have to make sure you're taking care of yourself. And this is not in a superficial way. This is actually in a very nice way, if you think about it. You need to make sure that you are sound mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. That doesn't mean being a size 0. That means just like, you know, if you have mascara on your cheek, don't. Wipe it off. The topic is, what is it like to actually audition as an actor and a model? Thank you, Hector. Hacker. Just kidding. Hacker, fool. What are these names? I love these names. Hilarious. So you have to be able to compete in a level, in a way where you don't even know that you have to do that. And the thing about schooling for acting and modeling is they don't teach the stuff that I'm teaching you. They don't teach you how to actually navigate from a day-to-day basis all the little things you're doing to pursue this career. So every single night, no matter what, before I go to bed, I go on these certain websites, which you probably have heard of, Actors Access, Backstage, Casting Networks, whatever. And I literally submit. What does that mean? Submitting means job applications, means going on Indeed or LinkedIn or Monster and clicking send headshot resume, send a headshot and resume, right? So it's hard. So every day I'm reading the casting calls. Every day I'm looking for a new job. Now this is the tricky part. Even when you're cast in a role, whether that's theater or film or a commercial for modeling, whatever it is, if you're not actively submitting and putting yourself out there, who's going to have your next job lined up? You're going to put it in, you're just going to wait for a phone call? Now, granted, those things do happen, right? They're a little more unusual. What I'm saying is that you have to be ready to literally be like, all right, I'm on this gig right now, but I need to make sure I'm on my next gig for next time. So you got to be submitting. You got to be out there and about. You got to be always putting yourself out there, always putting your best foot forward. You should always have business cards on you. If you don't have business cards, you got to get some. But a card, people are like, oh, everything's digital now. I'm like, yeah, everything is digital now. Exactly. So when I get a physical card from somebody and says everything is digital, how do you think it makes you feel? It makes you feel like you're official. It makes me take you seriously. It makes me know that you take yourself seriously. It makes me know that you take yourself seriously enough to spend money on your career, on your marketing materials, because this industry is just as much of a business as any other industry, okay? College is a business, acting is a business, modeling is a business, financial industry is a business, real estate is a business. They're all a business, right? We live in a capitalist society whether we want to admit it or not. And unfortunately, everything is about money. So, you got to play the game a little bit. And that's not to say you can't have fun and live an enjoyable life, because I'm creating art that is meaningful. I create things that have meaning, that make me happy, that make other people happy. And it's all about our love and connection. That's basically like my theme of my life, like connecting to others, right? So, what is it actually like? It's hard, but it's very rewarding. Like, I wouldn't see myself doing anything else. And as someone who actually did study 2 things in school, acting and neuroscience, actually, to be completely honest, I was hired full-time at a hospital, Memorial Sloan Kettering, the number 2 cancer hospital in the country. Number 1 is in Texas, up and I'm in New York. And I didn't take the job. Yeah, it was a 9 to 5 with security, benefits, paid sick leave, insurance, all the above, right? And I didn't take the job because I'm pursuing a career in acting. And that's not to say you can't pursue a career in acting with a corporate job, but it's going to be hard. I had a manager in the past who literally would not sign anybody if they had a job that was a 9 to 5, because auditioning is every day, every hour. Like, there is no sense of holiday, there is no sense of day, there is a sense of holiday. Like, whether it's 8 a.m. on the 4th of July, whether it's 9 p.m. on Christmas, or 7 p.m. on Thanksgiving, or noon on Easter, it doesn't matter. The acting industry is always going. And that's like insane to think about. Like, you're constantly expected to be working. So because of that, you have to make sure you take care of yourself. And I'm recently learning this word called boundaries. Okay, drum roll. And I'm learning that I can make my own boundaries about, like, when I work, when I don't work. So for example, I'm going away. I'm leaving on Friday for my flight, and I'm going to be gone for 6 weeks. So I will not have time to submit an audition. And I messaged my agents and I said, hello, I'm going to be away for 6 weeks, so I'm booked out. That's the terminology, booked out, 2 words. And I will not be available to audition or work. So keep me updated when I come back. I'll let you know when I'm back, and I'll see you guys soon. And that was it. But I could have submitted every night and said I could do self-tapes while I'm traveling and hopping from one country to the other. But would I be giving my best work, and would I be enjoying my time if I was still working when I really need to take this time off? No. The answer is no, I would not. Which is, I wanna give my best work. I wanna be the best person I can be, right? So I'm choosing to say, you know what, I'm taking this time off. I'm already gonna be working for the first part of it, and then I'll be back in audition. And you know what? I already know that I'm going to miss out on opportunities, because opportunities are always here. Like right now, I could be submitting right now, this moment, right now, like on the computer, and it could be filming August 10th. Now I'm gone till August 1st. Now I missed that opportunity to film August 10th, but guess what? I'm okay with it. I'm saying, you know what? I don't want to work right now, so I'm gonna take the time off. But you have to make sure you're aware of when you want to do those things and where you can in your career, what career path you have, how much money you've saved up, all those kind of things, right? Because you can't just do that blindly. So, it's all about, like, doing your thing in the industry, taking a step back and saying, okay, I'm seeing where I am. Maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that. It's all about feeling where you're at. Very important. So, as I said, you're going to be auditioning more than working, realistically. Constant job interviewing. Okay. If you're an introvert, that's fine. That's who you are. Oh, brighter. How is that? Is that guy's better? I feel like it was really dark. If you guys are introverted, that's fine. Everybody's introverted or extroverted. But you will get a little more exhausted naturally, because this industry is very social. It is not an isolated art form. This industry depends on connection and working with others. We are not visual artists who stay in a studio all day and work by ourselves. We are not writers who write all day by ourselves in a room. We are not lab scientists who study biological specimens in a lab by ourselves. We are people and artists who are actors who do not do monologues all day. We do scenes with other people. We shoot with directors, sound, gaff, electric, everything is involved, right? And when you're a model, you're working with a photographer or other models, and you are working, on a runway with people, lighting as well, other people, the client who is the owner of, let's say, Maybelline, if you're doing a Maybelline commercial, the marketing people who are the ones who wrote the script and gave you the info, the cast director who cast you. So what I'm trying to say is that it is a very social career. So you have to make sure you take time for yourself to recharge. Like, for example, I'm very extroverted, but honestly, I like to say that I'm an extroverted introvert. What does that mean? It means that I'm very extroverted on the outside, as you would see me, but I do actually enjoy my alone time, and I actually need my alone time or I will go crazy. Because I am so extroverted, and because I am such a giver and into people's energies and meeting different people, and I meet like literally thousands of people every day and every week because of my industry and just me being social and friendly. So like I have to make sure that when I'm at home alone, I'm at home alone and I can't be interrupted. So just like understanding those things about yourself, which comes with like time and practicing the industry and doing your thing. But this doesn't come easy. It doesn't happen overnight. You have to be kind to yourself. Make sure you know what's going on. You want to just like be aware of how you are, what you like, what you don't like. For example, another thing about the boundary thing is you have to know if you want to do nudity or if you don't want to do nudity, or if you want to do a kissing scene, or you want to do a kissing scene with the same gender if you're not gay. Whatever it is. So you want to make sure that you know what you want to do and what you don't want to do. And you don't want to say you can do something and then not be able to do it. That's really bad. Or say you do something and you can't do it. Like if you say you can ride a bike on your resume and you audition for a biking riding role and you can't do it, what's going to happen? Not only will you be fired on the spot, you're going to be disrespected, blacklisted, and if you had an agent or a friend who got you that role or a cast member that you knew, you're going to burn a bridge and it's not going to be good because you're dishonest and you don't want that. So just be kind to yourself and know exactly what you want and what you are willing to accept and not accept. If you know you don't want to work for this amount of money, you only want to work for this amount of money and you don't have a minimum, but you have a minimum, then don't say yes to jobs that don't have your minimum, don't meet a minimum, because you know you're not going to show the best part of yourself. For example, if you want to work for $10 an hour, or if you want to work for $20 an hour, you're going to be a different person when you work for $10 an hour versus when you work for $20 an hour. You're probably going to be a better worker for $20 an hour. So don't give someone $10 an hour work when you're getting paid $20 an hour. This is just an example of numbers. I don't know how much you're getting paid. And if you know that you don't like working for $10 an hour and you're normally used to working for $20 an hour, you can accept $10 an hour gig if you want the money, experience, exposure, credits, whatever. But you have to be aware that you're still you, even though you're working for less money, and you want to make sure that you're still showing up the best you can. You know what I'm saying, guys? Cool. Okay, so let's keep going. Self-tapes. What is self-tapes? What are self-tapes? So self-tapes have become way more popular in the industry than they ever have been because of the pandemic and people not renting rooms, people not seeing each other as much in person. I'm taking any water. So self-tapes are auditions you do at home. You normally send them in, meaning you record on your phone or your camera, whatever it is, normally horizontal, sometimes vertical, depending what kind of content it is. And you might have a reader, someone reading lines off stage. You might do a monologue, you're just doing right to camera or to not camera and you're being recorded. And you literally record it and then you click send in and that's it. I want to take a screenshot of this. How do I do that? You guys look so good. Oh, I did. So, I'm trying to make myself brighter. You're facing, I should really be facing this way, but I like the view, Okay, so, oh my God, wow, there's so many people here right now. I'd love to see all of your faces. Oh, now it's going down. Anyway, it'll go back up. It at least does. So, I can't see your faces, you know what I mean, texting, whatever it's called. So self-tapes. Okay, so self-taped auditions you send in, you record at home. A Zoom audition or a Blue Jeans, Google Meet, Skype, video chat, WhatsApp, FaceTime, whatever you want to call it. Those auditions are going to be live. You're going to have a reader who's going to be not with you, obviously, and it's going to be on the camera. Again, the podcast I told you about. There is a thing where she actually asked her husband, who lives with her, who's there in person, to be her reader when she's doing a Zoom audition because she already practiced with him and knows him. Because sometimes readers are really bad. One time I had a reader who didn't speak English, and I was like, I'm literally reading with someone who can't speak English, and I'm trying to do this audition and stay in it. And there's nothing wrong with not being able to speak English. I'm obviously mixed, and I support everybody speaking their language. But when you hire someone to read English with someone else who's fluent in English for your role in a film that's going to be in English, it was very hard. It was very challenging. It was kind of comedic. I was like, this reader does not even know the script. And honestly, that's going to happen. It's going to happen worse. Sometimes the reader won't even say the line. They'll just not even give you the cue. Sometimes the reader will speak way too fast. Sometimes the reader will speak way too slow. Sometimes the reader is supposed to play Channing Tatum and looks like nothing like him, and you're supposed to be all like flirty. You just gotta flirt with this person however they look. You gotta, imagine it. Illusion of disbelief, right? But also acting, modeling. There you go. So self-tapes or auditions you do at home, you send them in. For example, lighting, props, focus, reader, sound, and directions. Okay, this is very important. So with self-tapes, they have very specific directions. We want you to say your name, your first name, your last name, your height, your agency, your location, and what's your favorite food. In that order. And then I want you to literally do the audition, which is the sides or the copy for the commercial monologue for being a model. And then I want you to do a full body shot where you turn around. And then I want you to give me profiles where you go like this, and you go like this, and then you go like this. And then I want to see your hands. And then I want you to zoom out. And then I want you to pan, and I want you to zoom in on your face. These are the directions you're going to get. And they literally will say this: if you do not follow these directions the way they're written, we will not consider you. If you submit late, we will not consider you. If you try to contact us directly, we will not consider you. They're very peculiar. I don't know why they're so specific. It's probably because they have way too many emails to begin with. But the point is that you have to be ready to follow very specific, complicated, annoying, and not fun directions in order to actually have fun and enjoy yourself in the work of the art, which is either the audition or the go-see for modeling. So your props, if they have a prop, like one time I had to eat ice cream, but I didn't have ice cream, so I just ate yogurt because it's white, and I made it runny, and I put milk in it, and I was like, oh, this ice cream is so good, it's so melted, and that was the line. But I didn't have ice cream. Other times I had to, I have to go smoking a cigarette. I don't have a cigarette, I don't smoke cigarettes, so I used a pen. And I was like, it doesn't matter, but I wanted the action to be there. If you have a backpack and you have to take it off, you should wear a backpack and take it off. If you have paperwork that's being used, whether it's a clipboard or a painting or a phone number or something, right? You can use your audition side. So you're here, and a line is constant job interviewing, and you say, constant job interviewing, and you literally can use your script in the audition. Remember those things. There's small little things that matter. Also, framing. How you tell the story is movies are based on different frames, right? Different visual aspects. Theater is told through words and also visuals. So for film, which is what we're doing now, you would have to if I'm like this, I might be trying to get through to you more. But if I'm like this, I'd be more closed off. So if I saw a frame like this or like this, it tells a different story. So you want to have some diversity in where your head placement is and how you look at the camera and how you look away at the camera. If you have other people you're looking at, for example, if you're doing a scene and there's one person here that you're speaking to, but he has 3 friends, you want to be able to split your focus. That's very hard because you have to know which line comes from each character, even though you're only seeing one reader, because you're not doing this in real life. You're doing this for an audition, right? So it's very tricky. So you want to make sure you're on top of that. If you have to know your measurements for modeling and also acting. So you need to know off the top of your head, what is your bust, what is your waist, what is your hips, what is your inseam, your glove size, your hat size, and of course your shoe size. It's not to make you feel bad about yourself or feel good about yourself. It's just to keep track of your measurements so that they can fit you in a costume if they need to fit you in a costume. Okay? If you're going to an audition or a go-see, you always want to wear nude undergarments. Why? So, depending on your skin color, you want to get a skin color type of undergarment, because if you're modeling something that's white or nude and you're wearing hot pink underwear, it's not going to be good. Even black isn't good because black still shows through, for example, at a nude thing. Have you ever worn a nude shirt and a bra if you're a woman, or seen this, and the woman's wearing a black bra, you can see through it. But if she was to wear a nude color bra, we would not see it, and it would blend it with her skin, which in my opinion looks a little better for auditioning, depending on the look you're trying to go for, you know? There is a lot of emojis going on here. Do we have any questions for me about the industry? Not about my personal life if I'm Colombian. That's not part of this webinar. Okay. I don't see any more questions. I'll keep looking though. Okay, so yeah, wear your nude undergarments, know your measurements, understand self-tapes. You're constantly social. It's not an isolated art form. You're constantly job interviewing. It's hard, but it's rewarding, and you're going to be working, you're going to be auditioning more than you'll be working most of the time. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to go through this and just see if there's any questions in here that I missed to make sure. We got some Bible quotes. We got some weird emojis. You guys are very diverse and interesting. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I'm trying to keep track of this. Some of you guys have some good questions, and I don't want to miss them. If you have any questions that you think are too earlier, you can write them again, and I will see them. I'm just trying to go through these so I don't miss. Okay, we're tagging friends. I guess that's so they can see the webinar too, which is exciting. Thank you for supporting me. Hello. Lots of hellos. Hi. Okay, more languages that I don't speak. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, interesting emojis. Anything else? I'm gonna keep going if there's nothing else. I'm just trying to find this one comment. I feel like there was one question that was asked and I didn't get to answer, and I don't want to leave you guys hanging ever. I mean, never want to do that. New follows. Thank you for following Latitude Talent Studio. I'm going to tag myself so you guys can also follow me if you so please. Alright, we're almost at the top. We're almost there. We got some Greek or Russian. I don't know. Lots of Hindu language or Farsi. I don't know because I don't read them. Oh, here's one. Are my... What is that? No, it's gone. Okay. Follow me. Okay. I see one. Do I speak Arabic? No. I'm going to Egypt, but I have a friend who does. Good question. Not related to the industry, but if you do speak a different language, it's very good for the industry. So remember that. Very good for the industry if you speak another language. Put that on your resume. Use it to your advantage. How am I? Oh my God, thank you for asking. I'm good. I'm a little tired from falling with the bike today, but I'm okay. I lived. I have a Band-Aid. I'm alive, and that is what matters. Okay, these are interesting comments. Hold on. I think there was one that I really don't want to miss. I got that one. Okay, I'm gonna look for one more minute and then I'm gonna go back. You love me. Thank you. That's a lot to say. You don't know me. Some very funny comments. Find the attached resume. Yes. Yes, the attached resume is very important. Hello, hello. Okay. I think I've gotten all the questions that I needed to. Okay, I'm gonna go back. All right, thanks for bearing with me if you're still here. Apparently you guys still are. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, there we are. Okay, so I'm dark again. You know, we're different types of people. We're people who put our soul and our heart on the line and we pursue our art. Know your measurements all the time, and you should update them every 6 months in case you change, because bodies change, seasons change, you know. Have them ready, know the numbers, and wear nude undergarments if you go to an audition. Okay, I hope. This was helpful. I'm gonna log out now. Thanks for being here. I know I got a little late at the start, but I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting me and my trip. I'm very excited to squeeze this one in. And I'll see you guys when I'm back in August. So, thank you.